Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Mustafa, and I'm going to do a book review. This is the first one. I'm doing this book review because several months ago, well, maybe more than that, I got interested in dreams. Now, everybody has them. Even old guys like me, we have dreams. We still have dreams. So, I got interested in this dream I had because it wasn't normal. And when I say it wasn't normal, I mean it wasn't like your random dream where you're doing something or whatever. This was the same dream over and over and over, night after night. And I said, something is up with this dream. So I want to know about what it was. I wanted to get it interpreted, really. This is something that we do in the Muslim community. It's not haram. There's a book that I bought, and I mistakenly bought it. But the book was on dreams, and it was listed as being, Bill L. Phillips, and I thought, well, if, he's on there, it ought to be all right. But it turns out that he had nothing to do, actually, with the book, and the book was written by somebody else. And here's the book. I don't know if you can see this or not. That's the book. It's Dreams and Interpretations. It's by Muhammad Bin Sireen. That's who wrote it originally. But what happens in this book, if you got a dream, your dream almost has to match the examples he has in the book. If it doesn't match that, if you didn't dream about horses, or you didn't dream about this, or you didn't dream about that, the interpretation is not going to be real clear, I'll tell you about the dream I was having. I started dreaming every night for I don't know how many nights, maybe a week or more. Maybe it was 7 nights. But it was the same dream. And it would occur over and over and over and over. And it was a dream about past things that I did. Probably things that weren't really good things. In other words, things that were sinful. And I kept having that dream over and over and over and over. And I would find myself in the afterlife, and I would be standing by a lake of fire. All right? This is I believe I'm standing next to hell. And I'm feeling the heat, but the heat is not bothering me. Okay? I'm not affected from it. I'm feeling like I'm standing, I don't know if some of you know anything about a wood stove or maybe a bonfire, where you sit near it and you get that heat from that fire, but it doesn't actually do anything to you. But so I'm standing by this fire, and I'm looking inside of this fire, and I don't know if I'm looking for somebody or I'm wanting to see what's in there. And I don't really see much in there. I don't see people in there. I don't see none of that. I just see a lake of fire. And I'm looking for somebody or something in that fire. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm peeking in there like that for. But I keep getting that dream. And then I keep getting flashes of things that I've done in the past. And my interpretation of it is probably just as good as what you're going to get out of this book. This is not a good book, by the way. It's an expensive book, and it's misrepresented. I paid almost $25 for it on Amazon, which is too much for what it is. Now, it does give some basic things. I mean, if like seeing the sky, sun, moon, stars, planets, and seeing all these things, Jannah, the fire. Seeing fire in one's dreams, and that's what interested me. So I didn't get a good interpretation of my dream out of this, but I do have a gist of what my dream was, and it's that I got some things in the past that I need to reconcile, and I need to change for the future, or I'm going to wind up not just looking in that fire, but I'm going to wind up in that fire. And this was the gist of the dream, to my interpretation. Now, somebody else might have something else. So this is all subjective. Just about anybody with any common sense could write a book like this. just about anybody with any common sense. I was looking for a book that had some formulas, you know, certain things that you could go to figure dreams out, but this is not one of those books. It's not it's not a comprehensive dictionary of everything, and that's the problem with it. I mean, some of your dreams are going to fall outside of the what's inside this book. So you're not going to be any better off, and you're going to be led to your own interpretation of it. Are there people that can interpret dreams in the Muslim communities? I think there are. I think there's some people that have that ability, but I haven't run into any. Do not recommend you buy this book. You'll be throwing your money away. In fact, this book is going back to Amazon. Number one, because it was misrepresented. The person that I was thinking the book was written by was not the person that wrote the book, nor was it the person that had anything to do at all with this book. So, this is Islamic Book Service, and it's going back. I'm going to get my money back onto it. Well, Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Ramadan Mubarak. You have a wonderful week, and may Allah bless you, keep you, and guide you, and may He strengthen you throughout this time of Ramadan.